real-time watercolor painting today. So we got the still life idea here. I was just moving stuff around to, I don't know, try to get a composition. I think that looks like ridiculous bad, but who cares? We got to jump right in. I'm outside here in this beautiful nature steeped environment. I got a setup over here. I think I got all my tools, and I got this brush which I lost and I found it, and I think we're going to start with that. We're on the best quality paper. Uh, Most expensive. I don't normally even use it because you know, why would I even I don't know, use my most expensive paper anyway. To start with, it'd probably be a good idea to, get some water on the paper first to, as they say, prime it. And this is this bright sun we got. It's maybe not ideal, but whatever. I'm just gonna get some water onto the page. I'm gonna avoid the edges. We're going to try to do a composition that stays within the paper and has like an inch or 2 inches on every border. So our painting is going to stay within the center area of the uh paper, and hopefully that we will have graphic shaped forms near the edge that will form triangles or arrows that point in when we're all done. So anyway, maybe that's it for the big brush. I don't know. Uh, I was just talking to an art expert how to compose a still life. And she said everything I already know, which is decide what is the focal point and put the detail in there, and anything outside of the focal point, you make it less detailed. So anyway, now well, let's see, I got two other big brushes. This is a number 12 golden talcon flat square, and I also have a number 14. I guess that's my biggest brush then, is a 14. So I think what we're going to try to do is hint at the whole background, which is the negative space, which is like this table thing here. And let's just pick a color for that, which is going to be I guess, a derivative of blue with a hint of green. See if I got some green right there. I don't need to go into the major green. I'll get a little more green to get a little more tutti frutti power in that green. That is looking not too bad. So let's just jump in, and just to start with, we're going to try to do the negative space on top of this metallic object. So here goes. And these shadows that are on the table thing are definitely going to be changing radically as we go. So we're just trying to let's see. And is that good? It's not really great what we got going there, but we're trying to lay down some tones here. I think we're going to try to get darker for the bottom tone. So to get darker and add a blue, I guess. So we got blue added to that same green, and I didn't like that color. Here's more of a Payne's gray, thanks to adding some violet. Okay, that's good looking, promising, right? And so here we're doing this area here, negative space, and here, and I'm gonna see about real watercolors, unlike the watercolors I'm usually doing. You start out with this kind of tones that I'm gonna just say this is gonna be that leaf, negative space here, and I guess our wood is coming to the edge, but I do like the way the composition is coming. And here I'm just gonna try to do a fill in right here just so we don't have any actual lines. And I don't mind that. So here, this area here, we got I don't like this thing. I'm gonna try to get rid of that, but uh we have an overall shape here that is, getting more narrow. So, our space is kind of leading into um this edge has, a shape that's shaped like that. So leading the eye in, that's very important at our edge. So here we got the rough edge, that's cool. And down here, we got the shell and the wood. And I guess let's start hitting the glass. So just gonna grab a random kind of blue and we're gonna try to do, you see inside the glass, we're gonna try to hit that. So let's see, right here. This is the shadow of the glass, which is definitely going to be changing very quickly. I say we do not have much time at all for that uh, to represent that, and the light's going to be completely different. So that looks good. So that is, see that the oval that's right there this is that oval. And so this is looking through the glass, and then right here will be negative space under the glass. So why don't we try to hit that? I'm going to try to put a little hint of green for negative space under the glass. And that's come right here and come down here. And then right there is going to be that handle. I don't know if we're in the right place for that, but oh, look, an ant came to our still life. How about that? So anyway, I'm going to color this in, and then let's try to. This is going to be the bottom edge of the glass right there. And I guess we should definitely just cover this whole thing up. And then, yeah, and that just comes to here. And okay, so the glass is actually up here. So I'm gonna go, let's say this is gonna be the outer uh, thing of the glass, and this is gonna be good. And then this, we want to, I guess, okay, here we gotta taper this off right away here. So here, good. All right, look mine. This, do we want to leave it in? I don't think so, but it'd be good if it was a little lighter there. So I'm gonna take out some of this paint, and I dare say we could get a bit of a highlight right there. Good. Now this has got to go all the way down. We can't blend this to go down here, and then right here we want the edge of this right there. So we're successfully getting some big tones, which is great because this is something that has been missing from my watercolors for a long time. As we, if you look at like this one here, we didn't really have any of those tones, and we're just kind of doing like meticulous detail as we go. So this whole phase, which is said to be an important phase of watercolor painting, has been missing. So here I'm going to go. I want to try to get this highlight here in a oops and a oh shoot in a jarring contrast to what's already on there. And so let's just try to say here hi, we're going to be that highlight, and I'm even going to go as far as to grab the yellow palette and try to get a big yellow here. And that, wow, look at that. we def- we wanted to have a contrast in color, but we definitely succeeded. Okay, looks good. I don't know how that is going to work in with our overall thing, but we'll find out later. And Well, so that's coming out really nice, I guess. Uh, let's see what else we would want to do here. I guess let's try a hint at the leaf. So let's grab a, not to be too literal, but let's grab a green. So this is the green area, and that looks pretty good, but just gonna take a touch of yellow to brighten the green, and let's just see if we can't do the top half of the leaf because we don't really want to do the whole leaf in one tone. So there's the top half of the leaf, and the leaf has this interesting thing right here, which is this little subsection of the leaf, which this is the tree the leaf is from, and you know a lot of the leaves have that little thing in there, which is I never seen that thing before. Well, four thumbs up. Thanks so much for that. Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, anyway, so that we got the leaf started. Now I want to get a different tone for the bottom half of the leaf just to keep developing the leaf because and I like these scrapey white things. We're gonna leave that in there for sure. And let's just come here and I don't like that color much, but so what? Now we're at least we are developing the I'm gonna try to sort of pull this over to, you know, maybe make it look like we intended it for it to look like that. And here we come to the tip, I guess. That looks like a good starting point for the leaf. And what's going to really help that leaf is when we do the shadow negative space. But I don't want to do it while that's sitting there wet. So what else? Let's try to hit some of the wood. And so for the wood, not to be too literal, let's try to grab a brown. So here's a brown, some red there. I guess that looks like an adequate starting point. And so really the wood's like right here. Let's just start here and say we're going to be the wood. And then here we got a shell. So, and then a leaf. We definitely want to get negative space here. So here, let's just say hi, we're negative space on the leaf. And then up here, I think we're just going to go for it, even though this is not really our good consistent wood color. But here, let's just try to bring all this out so it's like a one big shape form with no lines. And I don't know if that's so great, but you know, that's going to be the beginning of our wood. And I guess, you know, it doesn't look half bad. And I don't like that edge, but whatever. Got a bug on me. Okay. All right, not too bad, not too good. I don't like this angle here, but I guess I'm gonna just try to lift this off here right there. Okay. So that's the beginning of our wood thing, and we do have a darker. I'm gonna just grab this thing, which is kind of like uh, a burnt umber leans green, and we're just gonna hinge at the darker section of wood that's right there. Just to say hi, we are going to be come like a movie coming soon to a theater near you. Darkwood in the middle, right there. Kaboom! We should maybe start thinking about the metallic object as we have a basic representation of a lot of the stuff. First, I'm gonna just grab a pale blue. There's a blue with a ton of water in it. It looks like it's leaning too green. I'll grab a. I need to get a new empty place on my palette and get rid of this a little bit. You know, my palette area over here is not what I would call ideal, but you know, we really just gotta jump in and start painting, right? So, you know, we're just gonna suffer with the less than ideal palette. So that's my empty space. Here's a pale blue, very watered down, and I want to, I don't know, just start saying we are the glass, and it's gonna go here. And okay, that looks pretty good. We're just trying to lay down some you know, some form that says we are going to be the clear glow. Oh, wow, that looks good, right? Very nice. So this, oh, actually, this is the edge of the glass, so this technically we should be going all the way up to here. So that's the glass, and then we did not establish the upper end of the glass. I guess we should get a color kind of like this, and I don't know if that's it, but we want to establish the upper edge of the glass, and there's a lot of water on there, and then there's a little thing on there. Okay. We want to establish the upper thing. So this is this. So here, this is, oh, whoops. So, oh no, I'm dripping now. Okay. Oh, so this was the upper area of the glass. So I guess this is going to be the line, I guess. And I don't like that color. I want to hit it with some more blue. Let's see if we can't just, okay, good. Now we want this to just disappear. And there's a highlight over there. Okay. All right, looks good enough. And then up here, I don't know, this could disappear. And this stuff here, I don't know what's up with that. We can make that disappear. I'll keep this. So we got like a little thing there, but I guess we're gonna keep that. This area right here looks fantastic. I mean, as far as just as far as being at the edge of the paper. This, I don't know. I mean, this does not make sense there, but I'm gonna leave it like that because it's got a textural a textural benefit. So at this early stage here, I don't like this line right there, but whatever, it's already there. And I guess we're hurtling towards the clear glass look here. I'm just gonna put a little thing here just to start building on what that would be this area right here. 4 thumbs up. Thanks so much. That's awesome. So you were trying to do the still life. We're trying to map out in a general form what is happening there, and mostly negative space, but we have and this was radical right here to put this yellow, which is there. I was just trying to add an element that is uh, got the thing. Okay. Anyway, let's keep moving here. I want to develop more of the metallic object. So, what are we gonna do with that? I guess let's get like I don't know, not to be too literal, but let's try and get some kind of orange thing. So here's a yellow palette. Let's see what we can do with the yellow palette. Here's some red. That's already looking like a beautiful bronze red like we want. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, not too bad, I guess. Okay, and let's check one more thing here. All right, not bad. And we definitely need and more of a red influence in that. So just grabbing the red and let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, man. Oh, it's just about shouting out, "Hi, I'm gonna be the metallic object that is a reddish goldish thing, right?" Okay. And so here, we don't want to leave this guy all alone for very long, and I guess we're gonna. What is here is the reflection of these trees up here. Do we want to ignore that or put it in? Big decision. For now, I'm gonna ignore it, and I just want to maybe take this good. And now I think we want sheen, so I'm gonna just be radical and grab a blue. And let's see what if we got. I need a tester now because this is a very important stroke here. See what I got for a tester. How about the back of this painting? Oh, that's a cool looking blue. Okay. This is going to hopefully say, hi, I'm a sheen and a metallic object. Let's see. Okay. I say, yeah, that's a win. It is a color which is not actually there, but by adding that color, we are putting a contrasting element that, in my humble opinion, is going to help us say that that is a metallic object. So here I really need a second hand here. Hey, thanks for those comments and a big hello to you guys. Much appreciated. Okay, so here I want to just I got this brush which I dried off. I want to just pull this right here because that blending was not working for me. And then on the other side, I think we could try to actually blend this out. And again, I want to take it off because I don't want that warm color there, but we're just trying to, okay, that looks pretty good. I don't really like this right here that's happening, but too bad because not much to do about it at this point. Now we're going to want to add a contrasting element to say hello, I'm a metallic object, because if you just look at that, I don't know if you would know that that's going to be a metallic object, but I think we're well on the way here. Okay, so what would be good, I think, is a Payne's gray that leans super cool. So I'm gonna try to reorganize a little bit here, and because we want to get a Payne's gray leads cool. There's a tutti frutti blue. Right here is a blue, which is a Primatech color. It's called hematite something. And what we're going to try to do is mix that with to tone down the blue into so it still has some of the pop and the impact of the Tutti Frutti blue. But, okay, here, that looks good. And now, this is like all warm colors inside here, but, I'm really tempted to just say, hi, we're going to be the bottom edge. Okay, let's just go for it. Here goes. All right, good. Now I want to take just damp. What we're trying to do is this area right here and just get it started. So out here, this thing, we want to get a really good line right here, basically there. And come down to here. Okay, good. And now here, just to come here. And then down here. This, we're going to have to soften that line in a minute. But first, I just want to come here and bring it around. Oh, shoot, that's not good right there. I got to get rid of that. That is not good. I guess we're going to try to blot that up because we are a little bit limited here with one hand. Anyway, so now we want to bring this to so we see we're trying to leave this highlight right here, which is this highlight right there. But we're just trying to, cover inside, and then this. So right here, okay, cool, that's good. And then there's a one right here. And this is, in our thing, it's actually a warm gray, but whatever. We're just trying to establish the form at this point, and we can and will put okay, I'm going to just color this whole thing in. This is a mistake right here, but whatever, we're leaving it. And then I guess we're going to go there. Now I'm going to just rinse and just try to soften this edge right here, soften this edge here. I'm leaving those specks there. The specks I think are good. Leave those specks. And now maybe we do want some hard lines, but I don't know if this is the hard line we want. I don't think so. I think we're going to get some hard lines later. And this, we need to establish this area right here. And this, I think we can just soften that. So what we're trying to do is an underpainting for this whole thing. This sort of shaped like a smile face. This is the top of one side, the top of the other side, and it is like this big area. So like right here, the actual outside of the vessel is going to be right there. So might as well just say hi. We're the outside of the vessel right now. So there it is. That's the outside of the vessel. And then this is actually, I guess we're going to be actually, so this is the bottom of the vessel. So we are missed the boat a little bit on this corner when we did our underpainting. Oh well, 0 people here and 25 minutes in. I think it's a perfect time for a break. Thanks everybody who came by as we did real-time watercolor painting. I'm trying to do an underpainting of this still life. Art fun. See you next time. I'll be back and after a little break. Maybe I'll do a time lapse in the break. Thanks very much. Thanks. Bye.